Yo, what is good? Today we are back with another Resolve tutorial, and today I'm going to put you on to a sound design plugin that I recently found. Now this thing costs $70. There's a 10% code for your first purchase when you log on to the website. I have zero affiliation, and this is something I just want to purchase with my own money, and lo and behold, there was some cool Easter eggs with this plugin. Now this plugin seamlessly integrates into Premiere Pro, Davinci Resolve, After Effects, and it has its own unique UI. And that's really what blew me away, essentially. I thought I was buying this plugin for the sound effects because I love all different types of sound effects. I got packs from, ones you get served ads on social media all day long, like ocular sounds and lens distortions. And then I've paid $1,000+ for Hollywood style sound packs that have like 40,000 different sound effects in it. So when I purchased this, I was really intrigued. They had a lot of cool, unique sound design, sound effects, and stuff I've never really heard of before. And I like setting myself apart, being a little bit different. And like I said, lo and behold, there was a really cool feature, and that I'm gonna show you in just a second. Now, recently I got together with a buddy of mine, Andrew, and we got our cars together. He has an 87 911 Carrera. I brought my S15 out, and I made a little bit of a sequence that I could demonstrate how I use this plugin to make the track just that much better, or the edit that much better. So what I'm going to do right now is play the edit with a couple sound effects with some wipe transitions I put on and just the music. And then I'm going to show you, by using Essentials SFX Plugin, we could really elevate this edit and just overall make the sounds and just everything for the viewer to bring him right in. So let's play this video as is, then I'll show you how I use it for the different sound effects that I'm looking for. Now, there's not much to this. We just got together, hung out, and we were just shooting around. So there's no real intention, no storytelling, but there's a lot of stuff we could do from an audio standpoint that's going to just elevate the edit that much more, from ambient noises to risers to hits to different effects. Maybe there's some birds in the background. So let me show you guys how I like to use this, because it's super cool. And once you could start uploading your own sound effects into it, it just makes the tool that much better. So once you download the plugin, you follow the instructions to install it, and all you have to do is go up to Workspace, Workflow Integration, and then Essential SFX, and then it's gonna load up. Now let me go over the UI and a little bit about it, and then I'll show you how I use it. So here up on the screen is our Essentials SFX UI. You could resize it, make it however big or small you want it to be. And what we have right here are the different categories. Now it comes with 19 different categories, from action, alerts, ambience, cameras, all different types. And we could scroll down and there's like rain, reverse, like suck back sound effects, risers, swooshes, transitions, a bunch of stuff. Now, anything you see with MP in front of it is a pack that I uploaded into the UI. And that's what I think makes this thing so much better, because one thing I don't like is, like with Davinci Resolve, I've created different power bins per se. Like on the left-hand side right here, I have my lens distortion folder, and then I have the different subcategories that come in each pack. Like statement has accents, hit, moments, risers, undertones, whooshes. And then when you double click on them, there are the different sound effects. But I never really enjoyed the process of pulling those sound effects, because essentially all you do is hover over the sound effect, and then you'd have to play it back and listen to it like this. And you just figure out where you want it and stuff like that. And I felt like there was a better way to essentially listen view the waveform, and figure out which track we wanted. And the Essentials SFX plugin does just that. The cool thing is when you hover, say, over, I don't know, ambient, right? You have all these different tracks, but as you're hovering over them, you get the waveform on the top and then you get the preview of it. And now we can just sit here and listen to the different ones that we want to use. Now, when we find the ones we like, we can go over to this star and click on this star. And then what will happen is on the bottom right corner, this is our favorite section. So you could go through all your different sound effects. You could favorite them. You could bundle them into different folders, which I'll show you shortly. But I just want to show you how we use this. Next, we have a little volume knob, so you could adjust that. We have a color wheel, so if you want to color code your different sound effects, you can. And for the last icon, we could rename the different sound effects. So that right there is really cool. Now, what's this plus and minus symbol do? Well, the minus is going to delete a folder. So I don't want to click on that because I don't want to lose the preset or the sound effects that come with the plugin. But if we hit the plus sign, what we could do is we can now upload our own sound effects, label the folder, hit it, upload it, and boom, it'll start populating like I did with these different ones. If I go to the mechanical, right? So we got gears and clanks. We could demo them, you know, so you have all your sound effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my headphones. We're going to get into this nitty gritty, and I'm going to show you how I like to do my sound design using this plugin. Now I'm going to go back to the edit. Let's put our volume back on. I'm listening to it back, and I'm kind of just like, where do I want to have some sounds? Now, the first thing I usually start with my audio after I lay down my music track is going to be some ambience. Like what sounds would be here if we play it back. Now I'm going to mute it, and I'm thinking, you know, could we have birds chirping, maybe some insects like cicadas? It's a warm summer evening during sunset, maybe. Do we want some light wind going on? So yeah, let's see what it is that we could find with the plugin and just audition different sound effects. So I'm going to go up to ambience, and yeah, we're just going to give these a listen. And this is the best part on how to use the plugin. So not bad, a little too tropical. This is cool, little undertone rumble. I could dig that. No. That one I think I could use for something else later, maybe when like the trains are passing by. Ooh. I like this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on it. And now up on the screen, you guys saw it, it just automatically populated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this down. I like it, maybe with a little bit of a low pass filter, we'll get rid of some of the highs. But I need to extend this song. So or the track, the sound effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the audio tab under the inspector. We're going to go use the new AI music editor feature, and we're going to hit adjust. And now we're going to go to live trim, and we're going to just drag this out. I'm going to get this, let's see. There we go. We're going to turn live trim back off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to fade it out. So if we go back to the beginning of the track, turn the single selection on. See, from like if I mute it, when the edit goes black, I like that we could hear a little bit of that, like the undertone stands out to the viewer. Let's go up to our sound effects. Let's go to audio. Let's type in low pass. Let's see what we could do with this. So I'm going to just single this track. I like that we're pulling the highs out of the low pass. Let's play it back. Let's go to the section where it cuts off the music briefly. We're getting somewhere. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And the reason why I'm wearing these headphones is because these are like an industry standard. These are, and as you could tell, they're kind of old. I got to get new ear caps, but these are the MDR 7506 Sony headphones. You'll see a lot of audio guys or sound design people use them because they're very neutral sounding. There's no, you know, deep bass. There's no crazy highs. They're very neutral. And this is something you want to use when you're metering your audio. So I just figured I'd mention that. They'll be listed in the description below if you want to pick them up. All right, so now that I have my ambient sound dialed in, we got it extended, we got the low pass on it, we have it fading out, it sounds good, the levels are to my liking. Let's keep going. So I feel like right here, you hear a little bit of a suck back. Right? Like right before it goes black, but I want to accentuate that much more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our Essentials SFX, scroll down. Let's go to the reverse sound effects and let's listen if there are any that we could find. I like this one. So what I'm going to do, double click. It's going to populate. Now, sometimes I don't know why it doesn't do the full extension of the clip, not the end of the world. And what I'm looking for is to line it up with this audio track right here. And it looks like it kind of cuts right there. So a little bit too loud. Let's watch it back. Let's mute it to see how the original one sounds. Unmute it. I think we could just pull the volume down a little bit on it. And now I'm just looking at waveforms, right? I'm trying to see where I want to place it. That feels pretty good to me. All right. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to hit Option and I'm going to select this and I'm going to drag it right here because I want it going from out to back in where the beat comes in. It's going to make sense in a second. So we have it sucking out and then it's coming back in. So essentially I'm using this not only as a suck back, but also a riser back into the edit. But what I think what we could do is right when we come back to the edit, I think we could put a hit. So go boom. It'll make sense in a second. Let me show you. So I'm going to go over here. Because we already have a hit right here. So if I single this audio track, comes right back onto the cut, right? So what if we have like a more impactful hit? So it's boom. Let's see what we can find. So I'm going to go over to Essentials SFX. We're going to go up to hits where we got them. And I'm using these are all the sound effects that come with the pack. First one's not bad. We're going to use the first one. And like I said, I got other hits that I could use, but I want to show you the ones that come with the sound pack. So we're double clicking that and see this one populated. I don't know why. It feels like just the reverse ones don't. So we already know this is going to be way too loud. So we're going to pull it back and let's play it from here. Notice how it makes such a difference. Like literally. It just feels more impactful for me. So if I mute, say, both these audio tracks, doesn't really give you that like emotion compared to, right? Feels just that much better. So now we're starting to get somewhere. Notice how by layering these tracks, the audio is starting to get more full with the ambient noises, the whoosh, or the hit, and then the suck back. We have different music coming into cue. Like there's just a lot more going on right now than just the audio track. Now we got some trains going by in a couple of these clips. Is there a sound effect that we could use with this pack that'll maybe sound like a train? And I think I heard one earlier in the ambient section. What was the number? This sounds like a train to me. Let's see if there's any more. This one kind of sounds like one too. Let's try this one. So I'm gonna double click. It's populating right there. We're gonna trim it. And I'm gonna go down to audio 5. And then let's just audition it. Kind of crazy, it works. And that's the thing when it comes to Foley, sound design. You could use all different types of sound effects to really trick the mind. Like you would never think, like when you see movie creators, like, or sound design artists, Foley artists, you know, have pieces of metal that they're rubbing together to make like a transformer sound effect or something like that. Like get creative, think outside the box. There's a ton of different sounds that you guys could use that are just going to essentially get the viewer immersed and just overall make your edits, your videos just that much more fuller when it comes to the audio. And that's essentially what we're doing. We don't want a boring edit with no life to it. And I feel like by adding different sound design tracks, different audio, sound effects, it really brings your edit to life. So what I'm doing right now is something called a J and an L cut. If you're not familiar with it, we have our video clip right here, and I'm starting the sound effect over here, and I'm fading it in by pulling these little tabs. And then the same thing here, I'm going to fade it out. This way, there isn't an abrupt start and stop to the sound effect. It kind of eases into it, so it seems to the viewer's ears a lot less invasive. So let's play it back. Still feels a little bit too loud. Let's bring it down to like -9 decibels. I like it. I think 6 sounds the best. Let's solo it out. Then yeah, we could really fade these in if we want to. I think that's the beginning of the track, so we'll extend it. I like that. We got another train right here, and I still have the track. What do we bring this to? -6. Let's bring it down to -6. And for those of you watching at home, if you are watching this on a phone, please put some headphones on. You'll really hear a difference in the audio quality. The phone speakers do no justice. You lose all your bass and lows, essentially. Let's go back to our Essentials SFX. I think it was track 4. let's layer these two. Let's see if how this sounds. Let me just trim it back. Let's do these two. Yeah, I like that. That's coming together really nicely. Just gotta get this one a little dialed. All right, so I just added the train sound effect to all the clips that have the train passing by. This way, this tutorial wouldn't be forever. Now, what else can we do? I did a little flash transition right here. So let's see if there's a sound effect with the camera section on Essentials SFX that we could use. That's the one. Double click it. It's going to populate. We're going to get it lined up where our effect is taking place. We can see the audio's clipping already, so we're going to lower it. Like that. Making sure it played in both my left and right. All right, let's play it back so far and just give it a listen from the top. It's getting there. It sounds so much different than the original version just by filling it with sound effects. And like I said, think outside the box, get creative with your edits. Think about unique sounds that you could stick in there. Like something like right here, I would love like a trailer hit. So let's see if I can find one in my sound pack. Now, I don't have them loaded yet into Essentials SFX. I should. So let's check our power bin folder for lens distortions, and I'm pretty sure it's the hits under anticipation. I like that one a lot. Let's see if this one will work. A bold hit. May not. We're going to trim the front down. Just adjust it. It's just giving it that little pop. I like it. Now let's see if we can layer it. Let's try to take new beginning or beginning, big moves, whatever it's called. I think we can, we're getting there. I'm going to zoom in, make sure that these are coming in at the same time. Turn the magnet off. Cool. Maybe we'll open this up with a lens flare of some sort. All right, so I added a little flare at the beginning of the edit to match with the two hits that I just added. Let's watch it back. Just a little subtle one, nothing crazy. almost there. This one's bothering me. Maybe we could try a different reverse sound effect. Let's see if we can find one. I don't like the two back to back now. It's starting to bother me. Maybe this one? Let's see. And a lot of this, guys, is just trial and error. Let's see. That feels better. Take another low pass. See if that'll help with anything. Just take that little high edge off. Feeling so much better. All right, let's watch it from the top. Okay, so I'm really happy with how the sound design's coming out. I just think there's a way in which we could close this audio track or the edit in general a lot easier. Now, what I like to use is either hits or suckbacks to start or stop songs when they're not starting or stopping from when they're supposed to. So what I'm going to do is go to my statement folder, just because I don't have it uploaded into Essentials SFX, but there is a whoosh hit that I want to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down here. We could see that the hit happens right here, and we're going to just bring down the decibels, and let's listen to it back. This should be good though. That's how I like to end it, to black. So that'd be pretty cool. Ooh, it feels so good. Feels so good. All right, guys, so we're just about done with the sound design. Like, I could honestly sit here for hours and keep adding more, but this is just literally a demonstration on how I like to use Essential SFX plugin. So let's watch this back. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this plugin. Is it worth $70? Don't forget, there's that 10% discount. For me, I like the fact that I could continue uploading my sound effects into the sound library, and there's a better workflow for me in which I like to use the plugin with its extension versus how I normally was doing my sound design using the power bins. It's really cool to be able to double click, make like favorites, color code them, watch the playback, listen to the playback, see the waveform all up on one interface. For me, that was the selling point, and I didn't even know that that's what it was. I literally just bought it for the sound effects. So let's wrap up this tutorial. I know it was a little long. If you made it this long, thank you guys so much. If you're new here, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, leave a comment. It really helps me out. Here we go. Ending the video with the final edit.